And we want to hear from you at 713-390-KRBE. Who's the cheap person in your family during the holidays, or how cheap is your family during the holidays? We got to talking off the air, as we often do, and Eric has great memories of his mother, who unfortunately left this earth from cancer years and years ago.
My mom would pack lunches. She would save money to, she would never eat out. She worked at Kmart. She'd pack a little lunch and eat it because she wanted to save that money for our college and stuff and for the Christmas club. Back then,
What's the Christmas club?
I don't know what it was. I guess you save money, and I don't know what it was in the bank. I was too young. I just remember the Christmas club. $500 for each kid.
But now one of your memories has turned into, that's a cheap Charlie move.
Yeah, but there's like 1986. $500 then is probably.
That's a lot.
Totally.
Yeah, and she worked at Kmart.
A lot now.
That is a lot now.
In 1986, $500
But
then?
she would take cassettes and record CDs of my favorite bands from the library and give it to me. But I didn't
Without
think anything
paying
of
for the
it.
actual music.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing either. But I was like, hey, you got to do what you got to do, parents.
So
we were talking about skincare an hour ago.
God,
how much parents are paying for that drunk elephant crap.
9 to 12-year-olds are insane for something called drunk elephant, and it costs crazy money, and it has all this stuff in there for women in their 50s. Like, why are you using this? You're 10. Okay, Jacqueline is up first. Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Good morning. I'm going to start off by saying, honey, I'm so sorry. I know that you're listening on your way to work, but it's you.
Oh, dear. Jacqueline, so I guess it's your mate that is the cheap person in your family. Tell us what makes this person so cheap during the holidays.
So last week, my phone went off, and I looked at my phone, and it says, oh, your husband sent you $30. And I said, honey, why did you send me $30? Oh, for all the Christmas presents that you're buying for our 3 nephews, 2 nieces, and his mom and dad.
That's 6 people?
What? $30 for 6 people? What does he think you're going to buy them? Going to Dollar Tree.
Even then you can't.
Oh,
Taxes.
my God.
Dollar store? Did he want you to go to the dollar store and shop for 6 people with $30?
I'm thinking stick of gum for everybody and 1 off-brand Hot Wheels.
Totally. So the off-brand Hot Wheels.
That's a Shot Wheels.
And you can tell that they're not as heavy as a Hot Wheel. They're really light.
Right. So did you respond back, Jacqueline, with what are you doing? What is this for? Is this my snack money?
I did ask him. I was like, you know that I spent more than that already, right? He goes, oh, well, this should help, right?
Wow.
No.
His own parents?
No.
Did you guys?
Wow.
He tries so hard. Hey, at least he already has mine done for the first time in 5 years. He did not wait till the week of Christmas. So kudos to you, honey.
There you go.
Yeah.
Redeemed himself.
He got
He
some
redeemed
points
himself.
there.
Wow.
Hopefully it's more than $30.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can find stuff.
Oh, that one's definitely more than 30. I already know what it is. I sent him links to everything this year. I planned ahead.
Yeah,
Good for you.
Good idea.
I
You got to
like
do
that.
that sometimes.
I hate when, someone you're with, they don't tell you what they want.
Well-
you should know. It's like,
Well, we were talking about this on Monday, Eric.
lead me somewhere.
Was it Monday or Tuesday you weren't here? The mom called in and said she makes an Amazon wish list and she just sends the link.
Yes.
I like
that way
that.
they know what to
Smart.
get. So it's good. All right, Jacqueline, well,
not.
good luck. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for listening to our show. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much. You guys have a good morning.
Bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Take care. Good weekend. Okay, Ashley's up next at 713-390-KRBE. That's line 4 that sticks. Somebody on Dumb Question Amnesty wanted to know, why does line 4 stick?
We don't
We'd
know.
like to know.
We don't know.
We don't have answers. for
There's
that.
nothing on there. Nobody spilled anything. It just doesn't want to work.
The phone in front of you.
But Ashley, congratulations. You landed on line 4. Let's see if we can hear you now. Hi.
Yay, me.
Hey, I hear ya.
That's the line that got picked when you rang us. Okay, here we go. Ashley, who is the cheap person in your life, or is it you? And how do you save money during the holidays?
I think, honestly, it's going to be me
Okay.
because Halloween just passed, and if the candy's still good and there's no pumpkins or any fall Halloween decor on it, that candy's going in the stocking. Because I'm not going to
You're just
rebuy.
repurposing. You're just repurposing.
Yeah.
It's definitely still good.
Of course it is.
But you know you're going to miss
because
one. And it's going
candy's
to have a
expensive.
Yeah, you're going to miss
You're
one.
gonna
It's
have
going to be the
a
fall
pumpkin
colors on there, like a Reese's pumpkin instead of a Reese's tree.
M&M with the vampire teeth.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Funny. Yeah, 100%, Ashley. I think it's totally fine you're doing that. You're just repurposing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, because, I mean, you probably still, you do have all that candy left. What do you guys do now that leftover candy at some point?
It's a lot.
I don't even want candy at Christmas.
No, that's what I was kind of wondering. I don't think I ever got candy in my stockings.
What? Oh, in your stocking?
Because I got two
God,
stockings.
Yes.
Santa gave me a stocking, and then my parents gave me one.
Whoa, that's a bougie upbringing.
See, both
Only Santa.
would fill my stocking. Parents would put in the initial, and so we
Yeah.
could see it
Yes.
leading up to Christmas.
Yes.
And then Santa would come in and put all the bad stuff, the candy up in there.
Yeah.
Because my parents were like, no, you
Oh, yeah,
can't
the
have
candy. Remember, there's a candy cane with like Hershey Kisses in it or something? Or
Right.
hang off
They
the
still do
top?
that. They still do that. And the M&M candy cane. They still do that too. Okay, well,
I guess it keeps you up, keeps you amped.
repurpose your Halloween candy. Just make sure you hide all the pumpkins and the vampire teeth. And you can do that. Let's go to Allie on the line. Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Allie, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hello.
Morning.
What does your family do that's cheap during the holidays? Or is it you?
Well, it started as my mom, and I will tell you, she died 13 years ago.
Sorry.
But she beat into us as children. Save the bowl. Like, you tear off all the paper. She's like, save that bowl, save that bowl.
Oh, yes.
Save the gift bag, save the gift bag.
Yes,
so,
of
like,
course.
literally last year, we have bows that have been in our home for at least 20 years. And
Whoa.
last year, I went to get a bag for Christmas, and it still had her handwriting on it. And she died 13 years ago. Yeah, so we love this.
How cute.
That's so
But we
sweet.
keep it. We don't throw away the bows. We keep the gift bags, and once we start going through those bags in the attic, we kind of never know what we're gonna find. But it's
Yeah.
kind of sweet.
Do you put double-sided
We'll see-
tape
we'll
on the
see-
bow to keep it
Yeah,
stick?
we just retape it, honey. Retape it. As long as it looks good, we're keeping it. We're
Yeah.
keeping it.
You can do
Keeping that
donuts.
low.
Okay.
Mhm.
I like that.
That's
Now,
awesome.
my mom would say, be careful taking that tape off so she could save the wrapping
Oh,
paper.
no way, the whole thing?
Oh, no.
yes.
There's
Refold
no
it.
way that you would open up a gift like that.
Oh,
No
I would, if it's from
way.
mom.
Especially a kid.
Oh,
A
yeah,
kid?
I don't care.
Well, sometimes y'all,
I figured
haven't y'all
you'd
gotten
rip
gifts
it
where the wrapping
open.
paper was really like high end and it was thick?
Yeah.
It wasn't like paper thin where it tears just because you mistaped to the wrong place. Like some really good thick wrapping paper. Like, oh, this is kind of what is inside of us that makes us not want to rip through that? Like, I don't know what am I gonna do with this again.
What about that
Right,
wrapping
you're never
paper
gonna
with
reuse
the
it, though.
Clutter in me.
The wrapping paper with the lines inside so you can
I
cut
like
straight.
those.
Are awesome.
Yeah,
Who,
that's
can't
smart.
cut
who thought of that? It was a
I know.
genius.
Genius.
I know.
Because I've always looks awful.
Allie, I like that you found your mom's handwriting years after she passed. That's really cute. That's a little tap on your shoulder. Like, I'm right here. I'm right here still. That's really cute. We're asking people, what do they do in their families that's cheap during the holidays? I understand Vivian's husband celebrates everything a week after to save money. Are you serious,
Yes.
Vivian?
Wait, you guys don't have...
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
So y'all just put off Christmas. So when Santa Claus comes around, I guess he has to just, what'd you do to your chimney? Like not let him in at all?
When they're young, you can lie to them, and they don't know what day Christmas is.
Exactly. We have to patch it up. We have to tell Santa Claus, no, we're waiting another week.
Wow.
So what he does is he waits for the whole family to give us our gifts or my kids' gifts. And he's like, last year he was like, oh, we forgot your gift. Sorry. And I'm like, what? No. I have to stay quiet, so, for the embarrassment. And then after, Christmas is done, he's like, hey, so when are we going Christmas shopping? I'm like, Christmas is done, buddy. Like, we're
done.
already on New Year's.
Right.
And he's like, no, everything's going on sale. We have to go then, now. So he literally makes me go to the mall or go to the stores, buy everything on sale, 75% off, 50% off, and then he's like, okay, hurry up and wrap it, and we got to go drop it off to everybody.
What? That misses out the whole
And
fun of
anybody
Christmas.
that didn't give him a gift doesn't receive a gift.
Oh, my God.
My God.
Wait, last year was the first year he did this, or he does this every year? Because how do you get away with it? You can't lie every year and say, "Oh, I forgot the gifts."
Oh, he comes up with elaborate, everybody already knows this, and they kind of just play along already at this point. But I mean, it gets to a point where they just already know he's lying, and they're just looking at me like, "What happened this year, Santa Claus?"
Oh, man.
And now you've outed him.
He's the cheapest-
And now
cheapest-
everyone's going to know this is
Yeah.
why you're doing this, to save money.
No, I love that
Give us
idea,
gifts
though.
later.
I love the wait until
they
after
say if
for
they
the
have kids?
sales.
They're older
Yeah.
now.
And then for our kids, I mean, he's just kind of like, well, you're opening up, your gifts, and we're gonna wait for the best gifts last.
Okay. Best gifts are going to come last.
Wow.
I don't know about that one. That's really.
Vivian, wow.
Got that
I'm,
clearance tag on it.
Yeah.
Just make sure
Red
you scratch
sticker.
that off.
I feel like he's the type of guy that probably times her showers. Like, all right.
Oh, no.
God.
Like, you can't waste that much
Deodorant,
water.
You get 2 swipes max.
Oh, my God.
This deodorant has to last you 7 months.
That's wild.
Gracious.
What
Y'all go to the
happens to you to be
line.
that cheap, man? I don't get it. I mean, I understand if you don't have money.
Well, there are people.
He has money, obviously, but
Yeah, but there are people that just get a high off of how much they can save.
Yep.
it's Christmas. It's something about that day you're with family.
But there is also a high to getting a deal on a holiday.
And then you can
know what I
brag
mean?
about it, too.
And you're like, you know, those Ugg boots that I wanted, they were this much discounted. And then I got one for myself and I got one for you. Merry Christmas. Oh, but it's New Year's now. I don't know.
Merry New Year's.
713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on the phone. Y'all can go to the listener line and tell us what is it that you do or your family does. It's really cheap, Charlie, during the holidays.
I know we're doing roundtable next. I had a quick question because I found this out. I grew up in the Midwest, and they said this is a big Midwest thing when it comes to eating chili.
Okay.
Eating chili with a cinnamon roll. They said this is a thing that
Like
people,
instead of slopping it up with some bread or a
cornbread
biscuit,
or something or anything or biscuit.
you're
they
using
think-
a cinnamon roll.
Is this a thing? Has anyone ever heard of this? And like I said, I grew up in Illinois. We never did this at all. Nobody had a cinnamon roll and chili together.
A bowl of chili
Sounds stupid.
with a cinnamon roll on the side. Mop up all that
I know we have other
yummy
stories,
stuff.
but I just want to know, is this real? Does anyone actually do this?
Okay, we'll find out that and more next on the Roula and Ryan Show. All right, at 37530, here's what we've concluded about chili and cinnamon rolls. There's a thing from Better Homes and Garden that says eating your chili with cinnamon roll is life in the Midwest. Eric is from Chicago. He said never heard of it. One person said in Nebraska it is a staple that you eat cinnamon rolls with your chili. This person also grew up in Topeka, Kansas. Sweet, savory, and spicy is so good. We never dipped or chopped up the chili with the cinnamon roll.
You just,
God, where's the rest of that
you just
text
ate it
go?
with like a spoon and
It
then
was
you
a
took a bite.
compliment to the chili.
It's like eating some Italian and having a little bread on the side.
Right. It's like, if you're eating something like the Greeks with like the choriatiki salad, y'all call it Greek salad, but there's no lettuce. It's chunky tomatoes, cucumbers, red onion, feta, olive oil, oregano, and you take the bread, like sops up the olive oil in the bowl. Like all the yumminess.
I feel like cinnamon
Like
rolls,
that.
though, like I've only eat it for breakfast.
Yeah.
Like nighttime.
Cinnamon roll can be like a dessert.
I never
That's
had
definitely
one.
a dessert.
Never had.
There's so much sugar in that.
At a
They're
restaurant.
definitely not filling, though. Those are just like empty carbs, calories that I feel like in
like a
10
sugar
minutes.
bomb.
Yeah, I'm hungry again.
So I guess it's the Midwest. That's not like Illinois.
Well, Minnesota's
Indiana,
also in that.
Minnesota.
Is Minnesota
It's
Midwest?
considered Midwest.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so somebody
right.
else from Minnesota
Yes,
said it's fantastic. But we're talking homemade, large, fluffy
Try it Tuesday?
cinnamon
Okay.
rolls.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
try
why
it.
not?
I'll try it. Hell yeah.
This person from Springfield, Missouri said no, crackers and chili only.
Yes.
All right, let's see
Oyster
Melissa.
crackers. I used to use those too.
Yes,
Melissa's
my dad loves
from
those.
Chicago. Hi, Melissa. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, how long have you lived in Houston?
I lived down here for 15 years.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Still looking for pizza, huh?
Yeah.
Are you commenting on the chili cinnamon roll, or you want to bring us something else?
Yeah, so I've never heard of this cinnamon roll with chili. I usually do peanut butter sandwich with chili.
A peanut butter sandwich.
Wait a
With
minute.
chili.
What is that?
Like, wait. Now, in the past, my husband has made chili where he put a tablespoon of peanut butter in it to melt it through for like some thickness. But you're saying make an actual sandwich and eat it like a bite of the sandwich and a spoonful of chili?
Yes, I've actually had a friend put peanut butter in the chili. I don't care for that. I'd rather have it on a sandwich.
Interesting.
Is it peanut butter and jelly, or is it just peanut butter on a piece of
Right.
white bread and then you like
Nope.
fold it over? What?
Just peanut butter. Peanut butter on bread, fold it over, and then dip it in.
Okay. And is chili like, I know what Texas chili looks like, but then I also know what like ground meat, quote, chili looks like. So what's the consistency of the chili you're dipping your peanut butter sandwich
Is it
in?
soupy?
Yeah. Or stewy?
It's kind of stewy, so it's a little thick. I usually use the kidney beans and then like ground turkey or just ground beef.
All right.
no.
Hey, do you like
I learned
Portello?
something new today.
all of that now.
Do you like Portellos?
No, yes, oh my gosh, I miss them so bad.
Because I've seen there's.
Aren't they coming to
I
Katy?
think they came to Dallas, so I'm hoping they're
Yes.
coming. Are they coming to Houston? I'm hoping they're here.
Did we do a story? I thought Portillo's was coming to Katie.
Are they?
Was that so? Am I
I
crazy,
heard that
guys?
they're going to.
No.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Did you hear
Bring
that
it.
too, Melissa? They're coming to the Houston area. I thought we did a story on that a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah, because didn't someone say it
Yes,
wrong? They said
I-
Portillo's.
Portillo's, I thought.
They said it wrong.
Portillo's.
But I mean, somebody here like
Portillo's.
Brian said it
What
wrong.
is it? Is it a hot
2024?
dog spot?
No, they have like those
have
debris
everything.
sandwiches, like the roast beef with all the au jus that makes it all soppy.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got all
Mr.
different
Beef.
kinds of foods.
But the hot dogs are really good. We are
The
getting
hot
one.
dogs are good.
Where we getting, guys? Tell me now.
Well,
I'm outside in 2024, but
2024.
in Katy.
In Katy.
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
I guess
Yeah.
I'll be going to Katy a lot this year. All right. Maybe I'll buy a place.
They
in
have
Katy.
more than 70 locations
No
across
cheddars.
the United States, and the
Oh my God.
Katy location will be the 6th Portillo's in Texas.
Sweet.
The nearest one to us right now is in Arlington.
You're welcome.
All right, Melissa, thanks for calling the show. You have a great day.
All right, thank you. You
Take care,
too.
bye.
And why aren't there any Whataburgers in Illinois? Like Chicago bought it, right?
Right. There's not in Illinois yet?
No.
That's
'Cause
interesting.
My son has a Whataburger shirt.
Uh-huh.
He loves Whataburger when he comes down here. He wore it to Universal. You think he's a celebrity.
Really?
We were even on a ride. We went on Soarin'.
Yes.
Ride we went on with you.
I love soaring.
The lady's like, "Oh, Whataburger," and she's got my Astros. I'm from Houston.
Oh, wow, nice.
I'm interning here. I miss
fun.
Whataburger so much.
What
I think
burger?
people in Chicago are probably in more of a hurry. They ain't got time to wait for that.
I know, it does take a long time. It does.
Wait a Whataburger so
Yeah,
bad.
go for it.
What's the matter
Buy
with
your
you?
groceries,
You're sitting
come
in
back.
there. That's why, because you sit there alone and you're waiting for 5 minutes.
Dude,
You
if
feel
you're in the
stupid.
drive-through, it takes quite a bit of time.
Yeah, with Booster, he makes us go through the drive-through, so then we just sit there, and I could finish a book pretty much.
Now,
And
do you
then
blame it
audio.
on the way
Was
they
a
cook,
pamphlet,
or do
you
you
mean?
blame it on the people that are working or slow? Deep down, what do you think?
Well, when we get to the window, they usually tell us like, "Sorry,
Go around.
It's just me working today." Like, what the hell? You're like
Because they're making the
grilling
burgers
and-
fresh.
Kev, I went to
They're not
McDonald's
sitting
down
around
the street
heat
here
lamp.
yesterday,
Yeah.
and I got her. There's two people to the left, and they had two lanes. I went to the right, and I went past them both. I'm like, yeah, and they go,
Hell yeah.
I'm like, all right, and they go, oh, good score all the way around to park in Bay 1. I'm like, what?
And you're like, what the heck?
What is this whole
There you
thing?
go. Those other two cars you passed
So
go
listen.
first.
Yeah. Now
Okay,
you
how
sit
about-
over there, block the traffic.
We were just talking about ways you can save money for the holidays, and one of our callers said that she recycles her Halloween candy without the pumpkins for Christmas stuff. And every Halloween, people ask, well, how do you eat, or at Easter time, how do you eat your chocolate bunny? Do you start with the ears first, or where do you start? Well, for Christmas, the question is, how do you eat your candy cane? Like, do you break off the hook part and eat that?
You hold the hook.
Do you start from the bottom and you hold the hook and you just lick the bottom of the candy cane and you kind of want to keep it intact? Do you break it up in pieces?
You
How do
make
you
a
eat your
shank
candy
out of
cane?
it. You hold the, yeah.
You make a shank.
Right? Don't you make it like sharp?
Yeah, you can.
You have
And
that
you
kind
can
of
hold
patience.
You hold
I
the
don't
hook.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fruity
You
candy
stab your little
canes.
brother.
Oh, you don't like the peppermint ones?
No.
Well, they do have
Fruity
all
ones, what's
brands
that?
now. Like
Yeah.
Sweet Tarts has candy
Rainbow.
canes. Sour Patch Kids has candy canes.
Uh.
There's all these different. You brought us, didn't you bring us like butter candy canes or something, or
what
popcorn
did I
flavored
have?
candy canes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ew,
garlic
yes,
candy
those
canes.
were awful.
Those are disgusting.
Don't do that again, please.
By the way, I have astronaut food in that over there from Russia.
Oh,
It's paste, but it's like
no.
hamburgers, French fries.
Can I see it?
Yeah, I'll go here.
Before I read this,
Try
I want
it
to see it.
Tuesday.
I want to see it. The National Confectioners Association asked 1,500 Americans about their candy cane eating technique. The most popular way to eat a candy cane, according to what they found, is the straight end gets eaten first, then the curved hook. 55% of people start by just licking the straight end of the candy cane or just sucking on it. And then 28% eat the curved end. 17% said they break it into pieces. But overall, almost everybody preferred the classic peppermint candy cane to the other, quote, fun flavors. You can get them in mac and cheese flavor, bacon, hot dog, pickles, all that kind of stuff. Sour Patch Kids, whatever.
Yeah, mac and
wow,
cheese,
this
we
is
did have
crazy.
that. Do you see the?
Okay,
Did you guys
so
see this? Look at.
we've all grown
That's so
up
gross.
in
Looks
Houston,
like
going to
toothpaste.
the Johnson Space Center and seeing that ice cream astronaut candy in the
That's
foil
gross.
pouch, and it feels like hard styrofoam. These are tubes that look like toothpaste tubes, but the tube is silver, and it says chicken nugget space food and Texas burger space food.
And I also have,
in the
French
form
fries.
of a toothpaste tube, which is terrifying.
We have to heat up water and let it sit in there for 4 minutes.
Are you going to do that?
All of it? You
Tuesday, we'll do it. Try it
You
Tuesday.
squeeze the whole
Tuesday,
tube in there?
No, I mean, no, you don't. You leave it in. You put the tube in.
I know what day to
Oh,
take
you
off.
squeeze it out.
Yeah,
And
you don't
eat
squeeze
with
it.
a
Don't
spoon
squeeze it
or
in the
what?
water. That'd be really
Okay.
even
You
worse.
just warm it up.
The shelf life is 24 months. The burger shelf life. Disgusting.
Gross.
How many calories?
The calories for the burger is 280 calories for 3.5 ounces of
Are those
the
Russian
paste.
calories?
I know.
Yeah, what is
the
that?
American calories. And then the chicken nuggets, it actually is giving you the ingredients. The ingredients are chicken fillet,
Ew.
breading, egg melange. Not sure what that is.
Ahmad's gonna love this.
Oil, salt, powdered black pepper, and water.
This might be good to have in your
So
glove
no
compartment.
preservative, which is even more terrifying that there's no preservatives. And you can't put this in the microwave because it's foil. It'll explode.
But it's Russian.
It says
Sorry, I can't
forbidden.
read
It is
What
forbidden to eat the tube in the microwave oven. That is dangerous.
Oh,
what that
my.
says.
Yes. So
Tuesday we'll try that,
Tuesday,
guys.
toothpaste tube burgers. toothpaste
Save your
tube,
appetite.
chicken nuggets.
I'm going to call in sick on Tuesday.
I'm very
Plotting it
excited.
now. I'm feeling
Or-
sick, guys.
Not really for this. All right, coming up next, if you have gone through a bad divorce and your mate was trying to take all your things, well, you got nothing on Kelly Clarkson because her mate has had to give away a lot of money back to her that she had to pay to fight him for. I mean, talk about the money exchange that was wasted. About that next in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
It is brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. So if you are even remotely aware of Kelly Clarkson's marital strife that she had to go through, you know it wasn't an easy route to the divorce for her and Brendan Blackstock. They got married. They had 2 kids. She just thought he was everything. She did this really fantastic performance back when Idol was doing like their second round. I don't know if it was Jennifer Lopez hosted years or not, but she was pregnant with one of her kids and she did this song Piece by Piece, which was so great because her dad left their family when she was 6. He literally walked away from them.
Wow.
So she did a song Because of You about him leaving the family. And that's why she's so damaged, right? Have you ever heard the song Because of
Yeah.
You?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's about her dad leaving them.
Oh.
So when she did Piece by Piece, it was about the fact that she is
So I
now.
should listen to the lyrics more often.
Oh gosh, Because
it's really,
of You.
Yeah. It's
What would you say,
harsh.
Roula, is your top 3? I know number 1 of the year for Weekends with Roula.
Oh yeah,
Dolly
the
Parton is
guests?
probably number 1.
Of the guests that I've had.
Kelly Clarkson maybe number 2.
Kelly Clarkson's always so easy to talk to because I've interviewed
I feel
Kelly
like she
Clarkson
seems
3
like
times
a-
and she
yeah.
doesn't even wear makeup. She is, and it's not because she doesn't care. I'm just going to be ugly, with no makeup instead of the glam bot that they turn you into on television. She just she's just so natural. She's just hanging out in her house,
Real.
with a hat on, and she's like, "Well, I don't have to be camera ready." We were on a Zoom together,
Yeah.
and she's just in a hat at her breakfast table on the Zoom with me, and that's the second time I've interviewed her no makeup.
Is that interesting
Once I
now?
did do full makeup with her.
Because of COVID, now Zoom, that's the norm now. It used to be you'd interview them, but it'd be over the phone.
Oh my gosh, y'all, and this is
Now
what's so great.
you're seeing them every time.
Here's the gift that COVID gave us. I started doing Weekends with Roula during the pandemic. It airs nationally across this nation at different times from East Coast to West Coast. I never know where my voice is hitting at the same time, but I record it here in Houston. It airs on KRB Saturday morning, 6 to 9. And the gift that COVID gave us is that when I started doing Weekends with Roula and these artists wanted to do interviews, they would Zoom me. Instead of having to have the phone line at the radio station where the assistant would then call our private line here,
Waiting.
and I had to wait in the studio for that call, and then they would patch me into the celebrity, and then it was just a phone call. Now it's like, okay, 3 o'clock. Kelly Clarkson, sound good to you? Okay, great. Here's the Zoom link. Let's go.
What was the one
and
where
boom,
you were sitting there just looking at the
dying.
thing? Was it Lizzo?
It was Lizzo and Dolly Parton. Lizzo and Dolly Parton.
What happened?
So they tell you to get in the waiting room. This is a total sidebar from Kelly's divorce story.
That's funny,
They
though.
tell you to get in the waiting room, as we all do on Zoom.
Yeah.
And then the host has to let you in. The host can see that you're there. They'll actually let you into the Zoom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know to stand by and I'm waiting. And I'm very aware because when it happened to Lizzo, I was very aware to make sure it didn't happen again, but it still happened. They can see you, but for some reason the audio hadn't clicked on. So I'm sitting there at my chair in front of my Zoom, and Lizzo is like, hello, we see ya. Hi, you can't hear us, and you're not looking up. Because I was reading an article about Lizzo's dad, because I was wondering, what's Lizzo's dad had passed away, and she's close to him, and I wanted to know when he passed away. So I was looking up this article about Lizzo's dad, and my eyesight line was not high
up?
enough for the peripheral to catch that Lizzo staring at me
For a minute?
Oh, God.
for a minute and a half. You know how long that is?
Hello.
You know how long that is? It's terrible.
Yeah.
So then when I had to interview Dolly Parton because her Rockstar album came out, I was ready to go. And since I got burned with the Lizzo thing happening, I always made sure to have a half smiley rest face, even if I know they're not even looking at me.
Never know.
And so I'm looking at the Dolly stuff, and I had set up. They asked me to video record my end of the record of the. How am I saying
Interview?
this? Yes, I have the
just-
Zoom, and then I had my cell phone on a tripod, right here at this right angle to my left angle behind me, so I can get the Dolly angle
Over your
in front
shoulder?
of me over my shoulder. So I was trying to do that, and I look over, and Dolly's been.
Sure enough.
Oh, hey, Dolly.
Hello, Dolly.
What's going on, Dolly?
Oh, my God.
Hello, Dolly. So I've gotten to interview people and see them. Elton John, Coldplay, Meghan Trainor, Katy Perry, Ed Sheeran multiple times, Kelly Clarkson, Lizzo.
Dude, I just did one a few weeks ago.
Who did I have?
New Kids.
Oh, yeah, we had the new kids, and we had Jordan
Jordan,
Knight in front of us.
That's pretty cool. Just because there you can see, you always wonder when you interview them if they want to, it's like, oh, God. this question again. They see their eyebrow. Here,
Yeah.
we could watch you. If you don't like
Yeah.
the question, we know how to kind of zig and zag.
Yeah, the Meghan Trainor one, that girl was like, we could talk for an hour if you want. I love Christmas. It was her Christmas album. And y'all, if y'all not heard Meghan Trainor's Christmas album, she does a song with Earth, Wind, and Fire called Holiday. It is so fun. It is one of my favorite Christmas songs now. And she does one of the best versions of Last Christmas. Because to me, I always want the original, George Michael. I just want the original. I don't care how 80s it sounds to people. I like the original. And there have been a lot of remakes, and there are some terrible remakes. But Meghan Trainor's Last Christmas, fantastic. And back to Kelly Clarkson's divorce chaos. She went through a lot with Brendan Blackstock in that divorce. A lot of money had to get spent on both sides for the attorneys and all that stuff. He fought her really hard on property they had and all this other stuff. Because think of how much money Kelly Clarkson came into in the process of being married to Brandon. Not because I'm not saying he didn't, I don't know what his behind the scene was, but she exploded as a versatile celebrity in the time that she was married.
Yeah.
She went from being a singer to being like a variety show hostess to being a talk show hostess to being all things
The
Kelly
Voice?
Clarkson, Wayfair, a coach on The Voice. She was on American Idol as a guest. I mean, she just did all these things. And with all that comes money. And so Brandon Blackstock now has to pay her back $2.6 million for business deals that he took a piece of when the contract should have been made with her talent agent, not him. Like for Wayfair, you see her in those Wayfair commercials all the time. He took a $450,000 cut from that.
Jeez.
It was not for, it should not have been for him.
Is he good for it? I mean, does he got that?
That's what I was wondering. Like,
Yeah.
how is he going to pay
Right.
that back?
Well,
or,
I think that whatever she ended up having to pay him because she was worth more than him at the end of their relationship.
or if she has to pay child support.
And he took $1.9 million in commission for her contract with The Voice when that should have gone to her talent agent, not him.
Wow.
So what's the talent agent gets it then?
Also, if that's a commission.
So talent
if that's
agent's
a
like, hey.
20% commission, like $2 million is a 20% commission. That's like,
Damn.
Oh, my.
man.
Well, remember there was a
That's
story
gonna
about
hurt. I
Tom
don't care.
Cruise years ago that when he was the $20 million guy, and they're like, well, the $20 million is not all it's cracked. That could be kids because here's how it breaks down. And in the end, he actually, quote, only got $6 million of the 20 in his personal pocket because of everything, all the cuts that come out of the $20 million.
I'm sure.
That'd be nice, but still, people think you're making 20.
Right.
Yeah, you're not making 20, you're making 6. So if somebody says, well, you make $100,000 a year, is
the way,
that pre-tax?
You see what's going on with Mark
And is
Cuban,
that, do you
Roula?
have managers you got to pay? Mark Cuban's leaving Shark Tank.
He's leaving Shark Tank. He just sold.
And he sold the Mavericks.
Yeah, but he's going to have control to a casino. He sold it for he's going to make $2.5 to $3.5 billion himself.
Yeah.
The rumor is he wants to push gambling in Texas.
Oh,
And he wants to put a
okay.
casino in downtown, wants to build a new arena. They just built that arena. When I was there, they just moved in.
He
like
sold the
21 years
Mavericks
ago.
to Sands Casino's family.
Yeah, so I think he's got something working there.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Texas to, because I'm sure Tillman wants it too.
Go gamble.
Might have some gambling in Galveston, Kev.
Uh-oh.
We always hear it's
I
wired.
always heard it's wired.
For
Under
25
that
years, I've
seawall,
heard
there's a
that.
bunch of machines just waiting to get slots.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want the quarter machine where it pushes the quarter out a little bit.
Oh, that's. You're going to go to Dave and Buster's for that.
And ready for that? Yeah. All right.
Bang the machine.
Freddie the Freddie Free is coming up next. It's time for dance party in here. What do we got?
Yeah. We're going to do a throwback with Jocelyn Enriquez, give you some Troye Sivan for Ahmad, Doja Cat, Nelly Furtado, Kesha mashup. I got it all.
Let's do it.
Let's go next on the Real and Ryan Show.